Okay, so here we go. The percent equation. Okay. Those of you that had the red book last year, they taught it in this fashion. What number is 16% of something? Okay, I'm just kind of showing it to you. You guys might remember that. And when you were asked that kind of a question, assuming they gave it to you like this, you would convert it to a decimal, multiply, and you would come up with the number. The answer would be 12. Not 12%, guys. A lot of you made that error on previous lessons. When you're looking for a percentage of a number, you're getting a number. Like, let's say there's 25 people in this class. Or let's say there's 30 people in this class. What number is 50% of 30? You'd say 15, you wouldn't say 15%. Okay? So you got to understand what it is they're asking for. I made some notes on your assignments if that was the case. Let's look at our astronomy sketch there on the middle of the page. You guys are on 345. On June 14th, 2002, the distance between the Earth and the Moon was about 375,000 kilometers. On that day, an asteroid missed the Earth by about 32% of that distance. How far away from the Earth was the asteroid at that time? Well, they show their proportion scenario, A over B equals what percent? So A, the answer, is equal to, and I'm just translating it the way they have it, some percent of whatever it is they're talking about. So in this case, this astronomy question, they're looking for what 32% of 375,000 kilometers, which is, bravo. So we were only 120,000 kilometers from the asteroid in question. Okay, kind of cool actually when you really think about it. And that's example one for you in a nutshell, okay? This is what we're going to be working on today. Whether you think of it in terms of what number is percent of a number, or you use their A and B lettering, you're doing the exact same thing. Okay, just remember that. You were taught this last year. It's not a big deal. Okay, checkpoint number 2. We already did checkpoint number 1. You didn't even realize it. I did it right up there. Checkpoint number 2. Solve it for me. Most of you have calculators. We do allow calculators in here. He says it's 97.9, and he's right. The question in number 2 was what number is 89% of 110? So the answer is 97.9. Moving on. Go ahead and turn the page. In the real world, you're going to use percents all the time. Percents are used to help you make money, like if you're investing in stocks or if you're investing in your savings account. But people that work by commission, like car salesmen, care very deeply about percentages. And that's where we're at in example 2, top of page 346. The salesman earns 6.5% commission on every car. He sells a car for $21,800. What is his commission? Okay, again, using their description, I don't care which way you do it, what number is something percent of something? The percentage they gave me is 6.5%. How do I convert that to a decimal? Left twice. Not 0.65, that's 65%. Bravo. You move the decimal to the left 2 positions. Okay? This is 6.5%. 0.65 means you only moved it once. So 6.5% of the car, which was $21,800, if you multiply it out, you get $1,417 is the gentleman's commission on this sale. Not too bad. I wouldn't mind that deal. What if the car is sold for a different rate? What if it's, this is our checkpoint 3, right below example 2. What if the car is, same scenario, but sold for a little bit more? Say he got it up to $23,000. Checkpoint 2. What would you get? 0.065. $14.95 is right. Now, I'm not trying to rip on car salesmen because they have a hard job ahead of them. If they don't sell, they don't make a lot of money. But look at the difference. That's groceries for his family if he can get you up $1,200. So, salesmen are doing the best they can to feed their families. That's why they want to sell the car for as much as they can. And you, when you're an adult, are going to want to do the best you can for your family, so you're going to want to get it for as cheaply as possible. Okay, so anyways, that's example 2. Now, example 3. In this case, we were missing the what number. Okay, what number is a certain percent of something else? In example 3, we're going to learn a slightly different scenario. And this is what percent of 25 is 70. Okay? And we can use the exact same verbiage to solve it. So we don't know what the percent is. I'm just going to leave it like that. But we do know the percent of 25 is 60, right? So written that way, I can even make it a little cleaner. 25p is equal to 60. Is everybody seeing what I did there? You guys all with me? If I take 60 and I divide it by 25, I get 2 and 4 tenths. 2 and 4 tenths. Okay, you've gotten a decimal answer here, people. That's not the percentage, though. 2 and 4 tenths represents 240%. Okay, think about it. What percent of 25 is 60? It's obviously more than 100% because it's obviously more than the number. Okay, so be very careful that you look at what you've received, interpret it, and then make sure it makes sense. You can even test it. You can say 240% of this, which would be 2.4, is that. True or false? It's true. Okay? So in this case, we're missing the percent. Okay? So example 2 teaches us how to find what number. Example 3 is when we know the numbers, but we want what the percent value is represented there. Example 4 is when we know the number and we know the percent, but we don't know what we started with. Okay? So in example 4, we're looking for this, which they're calling the base. Okay? Percentage of a number, percentage of a base is another number. So in this case, we're searching for our base here. All right. So movie theater. Your friend just paid $9 for a ticket. That amount was 72% of the total amount that he spent at the theater. So apparently your friend maybe bought the popcorn. Okay. How much did the friend actually spend at the theater? So 72% of the total number he spent is $9. Let's find out what the rest of it is.
I will go whenever to the office, you'll be leaving for the day.
Okay. So So to solve it, and I just eliminated the cents in the 9. So you end up with 72% converted to a decimal so you could work with it, times the base is 9. So we are going to divide 9 by 0.72. And you should end up with B equaling 12.5, and obviously in money form, that would be $12.50. Okay, 12.5, $12.50, $12.50. All right, we're about to wrap it up. Let's do checkpoints 4 and 5. Checkpoint 4. And I do like to write my formula and then fill in what I know. Stay with me. What percent of 48 is 45? So it looks like we're looking for the percent. What percent of 48 is 55? Okay, that's checkpoint 4. Thank you. That's checkpoint 4. Okay, so 48 times P is 45. Divide both sides by 48, and you're going to come up with some kind of a decimal value, which you will then convert to a fraction, a percent. You should have ended up with 0.9375, which is 93 3/4%. You could also write 93.75%. Recognize they're the exact same thing, guys. Okay, checkpoint 5, last one. Bottom of the page, checkpoint 5. Same percent of something. What percent of the base is something else? Okay, let's see what 15 or 5 wants. 27 is 7.5% of what number? 0.075. Okay? Remember, 7.5% is not 0.75. Got to move it to the left 2 positions. Divide by the factor that you know, which is 0.75. And you will end up with 360 is the base. Now remember, the base is a number. Okay? Base is a number, so we are not going to convert that to a percent. Remember, it's saying 27 is 7.5% of what number? 360 is the number. 360 is not a percent. We had a percent, 7.5%. Okay? How you guys doing so far?